Welcome everyone to this Rapid Explainer. Today we're looking at a real historical tragic thriller, the life sketch of Nawab Siraj-ud-Daulah. He was a young ruler, and his extraordinarily brief reign literally altered the course of history forever. Okay, let's dive into this. 14. That number represents the incredibly short 14-month reign of Siraj-ud-Daulah, spanning from 1756 to 1757. Now, 14 months is barely a blip on the historical timeline, right? Yet, those specific months carried the massive weight of ending an independent Bengal.
Section 1. The last independent Nawab.
And this brilliantly illustrates why this matters. Bengal wasn't just any territory. It was absolutely the wealthiest province of the entire Mughal Empire. I mean, it was a massive prize, world famous for its incredibly lucrative agriculture, thriving trade, and a booming textile industry. And naturally, it was exactly this staggering wealth that attracted the greedy eyes of European trading companies.
Section 2. Rise of a young ruler.
So, born around 1733 in Murshidabad, Siraj was deeply favored by his grandfather, Ali Vardi Khan, and he wasn't just sheltered either. He actually accompanied military campaigns and was rigorously trained in warfare and statecraft. By 1752, he was officially groomed and declared the successor. Fast forward to when his grandfather died in 1756, and Siraj ascends to the throne at the young age of just 23. But it wasn't exactly a smooth transition. He immediately faced fierce court opposition from rivals, most notably a noble named Mir Jafar. Keep that name in mind.
Section 3. Challenging the British.
So, the crucial point here is that it was a fundamental clash of authority. On one side, you have the Nawab's sovereign power. On the other, the British East India Company basically acting like a rogue state. They were building unauthorized fortifications in Calcutta without the Nawab's permission and brazenly throwing their support behind his political rivals. Siraj rightly saw this as a direct threat.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Siraj didn't just sit back. No, he took decisive military action. Step 1. He marched his forces against the British. Step 2. He successfully captured their trading outpost at Qasim Bazar. And Step 3. He seized Fort William in Calcutta. In 1756, this bold campaign temporarily, but entirely, expelled British authority from the city.
Section 4. Betrayal at Plassey. But the British soon returned, heavily armed under Robert Clive, culminating in the Battle of Plassey. This pivotal 1757 clash completely shattered the status quo and literally opened the gateway for British political control over Bengal and eventually the entire Indian subcontinent. Now, the true tragedy here is exactly how the battle was lost. On June 23, 1757, it wasn't a lack of manpower that defeated Siraj. In fact, he actually had a vastly superior force of nearly 50,000 men facing down just 3,000 British soldiers. But remember Mir Jafar? It was Mir Jafar's devastating betrayal from within, financed by powerful bankers like the Jagat Seths, that ensured much of the Nawab's army simply stood still and refused to fight. The aftermath was swift, and it was brutal. After the defeat, Siraj fled to Murshidabad, desperately hoping to regroup. But he was captured and, on July 2, 1757, executed on the direct orders of Mir Jafar's son, Mir Miran. He was then laid to rest at Kushbagh.
Section 5. A lasting legacy. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how a reign of just 14 months achieved historical immortality. I mean, look at this. He fiercely defended Bengal's sovereignty. He captured Calcutta in 1756, proving the British were not invincible, and he fought to preserve political independence against encroaching European powers. Because of all this, across Bangladesh, India, and Pakistan, he remains a powerful, enduring symbol of anti-colonial resistance to this day.
Which brings us to a profound final thought. How did the betrayal of one 23-year-old ruler pave the way for nearly 2 centuries of colonial rule? It's a striking reminder of how a single moment of internal division can truly alter the destiny of millions. Thank you for joining me for this explainer. Keep questioning history.